Welcome back.
So would you fuck the Medusa or not?
I'll get back to you on that.
No, you're not.
Just gonna giggle
Start the
about it.
episode. Welcome to this episode of Valkyria Chronicles 4. We're still talking about fucking monsters, I guess. Can people tell it's still the same recording session? Because I can. Ooh.
Imperials.
Raz, where are you going?
Where are they going?
Where are you going? Blown raspberries at the enemy.
Literal facepalm.
See what now?
You know that place?
Did we accidentally? No, go. We're not. No, exit. Exit the thing. We're backwards.
I can't.
What do you mean you can't?
I can't.
Press start.
Oh. Well then.
No,
the more you know.
we're back at chapter 3. How'd you do that?
Carefully.
Oh no!
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about that. What do you mean we should restart the episode? Get out of my face.
No.
View the cutscene.
It is. Oh, whoops.
October. The color of the leaves is changing with the season.
Getting into that stuff.
Mother Nature gave us a beautiful autumn. The Federation's victory at Ziegfall was a moment of triumph.
You know that place we just looked
We
at?
remain on schedule to reach the capital. Unfortunately, a spell of bad weather trailing behind us brought our long supply train to a grinding halt.
We had to eat Raz.
After months of tireless combat,
What's his last name?
Ranger Corps is now on standby.
Barry.
Paige. I hate you said that.
And instead of launching a swift counterattack, the Empire has shown no signs of movement. It's possible they've chosen to shore up their defenses in the capital.
Well, it's probably because there's...
Either way, for now we wait. And while we have this reprieve, we may as well enjoy it.
Is this the obligatory beach episode?
I really hope that it is.
The mandatory water level?
Those are not the same thing.
Are you sure?
Okay, to be fair, if there was going to be an obligatory water level and everybody just so happened to be
No,
wearing
not
swimsuits,
obligatory. Mandatory.
Same,
Every game
same
has
difference. One of my least favorite turns of phrase. Raz, are you okay? Did you see? It was like he looked like Gaston.
No one.
Team kills like Raz.
Until now.
Ouch.
What? Does Mr. Invincible get bored unless he's spraying bullets everywhere?
Not the only thing he's spraying.
You implying?
I'm saying he blows raspberries at
Oh my God. So wait, who's Raspberry? Think about it. There it is. And I wasn't letting that one go until there was a laugh. I was just gonna stare at you the whole rest of the episode.
That's all Raz was trying to say.
Oh, we're getting stupid laugh levels of like ridiculous in here.
Would you say while he's in the thick of the moment, he's jamming along? Would you call that raspberry jam?
There we go. Okay, I was like, I don't know. I don't know where this joke's going.
Winter's only a couple months away, so why are we dragging our asses?
Winter's going. Obligatory.
Months? This war will be over in days.
That's what they said about Vietnam.
We're only blocked off from the mountains.
The delivery of that was so good. That's what they said about Vietnam. What the fuck? Oh man, the road north is wide open. Let's keep
All we
going.
need is a steady supply train. Then we can push all the way to the capital.
That's true, I guess.
I guess.
When's the bad weather gonna clear up anyway?
I don't know.
Observant, not psychic. I can't see that far off.
I'm enjoying how much discount Welkin is not an advanced meteorologist.
Yeah.
But then again,
He's not gonna sacrifice everybody to the Skullnado. The raddest thing ever.
You're gonna have to superimpose that on top
I'll
of
find
his
it.
face.
I'll find a way.
What's wrong?
Wait, onto his face?
Onto his face.
Oh
just
boy.
to be out there
Cut
in the
that
mountains.
picture just onto his his portrait.
It doesn't usually get so stormy up there until much later in the year.
Better up there than down here. Last thing I want is to get rained on while I'm sitting on standby.
It's a good thing I have this protective skirt.
There was a look.
Enough jibber jabber. What we need are the 3 B's: bacon, beer, and babes.
I'll take bacon and beer. I can get with this gravy train.
And we need them ASAP. Our rations are so small, I'm wasting away into a mummy.
Oh my god, it just occurred to me. The MRE story.
Oh god, that fucking story about that dude eating MREs.
Says the guy who stole my bacon this morning.
You guys are getting
Looked
bacon.
like you weren't gonna finish, so I ate it for you.
Waste not, want not.
I was enjoying my bread, not wolfing it all down.
Oh look, there it is!
Oh my god, I forgot the dog even existed.
I didn't, but boy, did that, like,
that's
the animation
Einhempt.
looked kind of weird when he barked, just for a second.
Einhempt.
Einhempt. Continue.
Looks like a nice town. Raz can finally get his 3 B's.
Well, 2.5.
All right, bacon, beer, and babes.
But you'll have to foot the bill yourselves.
This is still Imperial territory. Be on your best behavior.
What was it, that dramatic sting?
That was why he is bemused to have to foot the bill. He thought it was gonna come out of the squad's budget.
Oh man. What is this cutscene going to be, other than of a higher quality, hopefully, than the last ones, where we actually get animation and stuff? Damn it!
A lot of hustle and bustle for a small town.
Really, I don't see anyone.
Literally no one in the street.
Luckily, there wasn't any collateral damage. It didn't even put up a fight.
I've seen this level before. It was the demo video that I saw when the game was in Japan. Like, it hadn't come out here yet. This is a cool level.
Sucks we gotta buy our own stuff, though. How tight-fisted can we get?
God damn it.
You forgot to
The
set a
army
timer,
can't
didn't
sign
you?
off on luxuries,
You-
alcohol, and meat.
I gotta start the timer on the episode again.
Food samurai warrior.
Not even sweets?
Raz, you're going to pay me back double for that bacon.
I'm so mad I'm clipping about it through my own poncho. See the hair?
Otherwise, I'm taking some of your bread from every meal.
Ooh,
He needs those carbs to live, Kai. You can't do that to him.
is butter a carb? That's a Mean Girls reference. And
You can't just ask someone if they're a
Fine,
carb.
You win. I'll bust open my piggy bank and buy out all the
I
bacon
don't-
in town. Hey, Miles, you can come with.
I forgot Miles was a fucking character for a second. He was like, hey, Miles. And I was like, that's not Claude's name. Claude's name.
yeah, but he's looking for tank parts for Claude.
Oh, man.
Apparently,
Boy,
some of the shops here stock Imperial tech.
Are we gonna get our hands on some interior?
Interior pack. Interior pack.
I was
They're
gonna
all
say
chickens.
interior pack.
Nothing else. Empire knows how to make a tank.
Apparently that thing that I was talking about with German tanks being mega super superior to Western tanks was only, like, sort of kind of true.
Right. Well, the Panzer oh my god, the early German tanks, absolutely. And then you had the Russian tank, and then legitimately everybody fucking scrambled to
And
get
caught up, yeah.
and caught up, and then passed them because, well, Germany lost most of its material strength early
Because
on.
they were, yeah. Anyway, I just wanted to make sure I
Come on
remembered to
already.
mention that.
Huh? Wait, Claude!
Wait, Claude!
Oh, God. That's a joke that I like, but it
Eventually don't
hurts
get
me
into
every
too much
time.
trouble.
What?
It hurts so good, girl. Let's... don't get into too much trouble now. Oh, damn it. That's
Finger waggle.
No, there's a super important detail right behind Claude's head. You see the statue background right under his shoulder there?
Yeah.
When his portrait goes away, look at the statue that's on top of the pedestal. Did you see it?
Oh.
It's a Valkyria thing with the big horn on it. That's cool. There you go.
Woof.
Moo means moo, editor's note. Have you seen that picture?
No.
It is exactly what I said.
After sitting for so long, he probably wants to go on a walk.
He's gonna scoot his butt all over the Empire.
That makes
Shiba Inu are much like cats. Every time they sit, they leave a suction cup.
Jesus.
Yeah. Shall we get going then?
Alright, Discount Vulcan. Go on a date.
Go where?
After Rex.
Why's she looking at him like
I don't want
that?
Scaring the townsfolk.
She didn't even like him a couple of months ago.
course. We're kind of his owners after all.
There's no chemistry between these characters.
I can get down myself. Thank you very much.
You should really watch Bunny Girl Senpai, by the
Sorry.
way.
You're not gonna leave that alone, are you?
It's so good.
Alright,
Okay,
I'll take a look at
okay.
it.
So they get to get. So okay, I'm gonna no. Shut up, Valkyria, for a second. Once this is done,
Hurry up! We're gonna lose sight of him.
even though he's right there.
Alright, you were saying?
Okay. So in the first couple episodes, they get together, the main character and the female lead.
Alright.
And in the episode like 4 or 5, another girl comes along and she's like,
Aru!
"Okay, Nixon."
Sorry, I needed to get that out of my system.
Oh no, yeah, go for it. Another girl approaches him and is like, "You're really unpopular, but you're approachable, and I have a really important question." What's up?
Oh, I was just gonna comment. That was a really good like
Tone setter.
still frame.
Oh,
still,
yeah.
that was a really good still of the town, and we got one of our first solid looks at what's her face,
Riley.
Riley. Thank you. That isn't outright just like poster girl.
And she's not she's not one of those, she wasn't in that position of I'm gonna be a bitch to you, why? Because of some stuff that happened to me. It's like, well, okay, yeah, sure, but like you can evolve as a character, and this was that evolution as a character. But in episode like 4 or 5, another girl shows up and is like, "I need you to pretend to be my boyfriend for the rest of the semester." And he's like, "Let me run this by my actual girlfriend because she might get pissed off if I say yes to that."
You wouldn't be here if you didn't want to give them some
And
alone time too.
He goes and asks her, and she's just like, I'm worried about it. And he's like, "I love you. I'm not gonna fall for her." And she's like, "That's not what I'm worried about." And I was like, that's good writing.
Not that I'm making any assumptions. I just hope this doesn't blow up in our faces.
It's a cool show.
It doesn't blow up in your faces like a mortar.
Well, they're not the only two who get some alone time.
I would.
Oh, was that a flirtatious comment from Raz?
Boy, I hope not.
Huh? What do you mean?
Awesome.
Damn it, you can be dense.
I
meant that
told
you
you
and me
so.
can, you know.
You know.
The beast with 2 backs.
Hey guys, what are you talking about?
Literally cuts between them. What's up?
Fine, forget it.
Wanders in, just all. Ooh.
Raz, where are you going?
I'm gonna go do manly things like chop wood and write poetry. I mean.
I'm a lumberjack and I'm okay.
Yeah, there you go.
Now she's going to steal his bread and it's going to be a
What do you mean
romantic
you're all
gesture.
out?
And she's gonna have to
Are
wipe
you
it out of his
refusing
beard and be like,
service
"Oh
in the
dear."
Federation Army?
Sorry about him. He's got low blood sugar.
Yeah, they're free to like.
Calm down, Raz. You're obviously sold out.
Not a single piece of jerky? He's gotta be holding out on us.
I'll ask if there are any.
I
other
could see the
bushes.
character chemistry between Kai and Raz.
Yeah, but I don't like Raz, and I don't think that he should have character chemistry with anybody.
Mystery solved. Someone
He's
bought out their
he's
entire
a developing character.
I'm not there yet with him. I still don't like him very much.
Fair.
What kind of sneaky rat bastards did that?
The Imperial Army. You know.
That's right. The Imperials
Another
did it.
squad. One that got here before us.
Ah, get wrecked.
What we got?
Just give it up, Raz. I'll settle for bread instead of bacon.
I don't like Kai talking Raz saying that she's...
Fluffy white bread.
I think she and Alicia would get along famously.
This is a thing that was noted upon very early in the game. If you read her bio, it says that she loves bread.
So
and that
Kai is secretly discount Alicia.
Yeah, basically. You know what I would...
Not to demean her as a character or anything.
Mm-hmm.
I just know I am merely commenting on the similarities between a lot of the characters in 4 to 1.
Comparatively, yeah. So there's an important detail that I want to make before we go into the next cutscene. I have an important question for you. In terms
Would you
of...
fuck the Medusa?
Yeah, I would. But, okay. Riley doesn't feel like a fully developed character, along with a fair amount of the cast so far.
Okay, well we're still very early on.
We are. We're 5 chapters in. But I have a super important thing that goes along with it. All across the board so far, Riley's come across as kind of like aloof and a little bit... That's cool. A little bit,
I just realized this was a thing.
Did you hit the button on accident?
No,
and it popped up?
I just hit the triggers.
Oh, cool. But she comes across as kind of cold and callous and like kind of like shut off, right?
One sec. I need to know.
What's up?
Nope. I thought it was going to... I wonder... Episode. Is it going to jump us back?
No.
Nope. Has to be where I left off in the book. Gotcha. Duly noted. That's a mechanical thing I had a question about.
Would Riley be a more appreciable character, more relatable, if despite being super brilliant and well-to-do with her, her engineering stuff, if she had like one more character archetype element, like she's really, really mechanically good and is a really good engineer and she's smart, but
maybe if we saw more of a more in-depth view on Riley.
Yeah, and I'm just using Riley as like a template, but like I feel like that's the problem we're having with a lot of our characters so far.
Don't feel as deep as we're expecting, I guess.
Because I would appreciate Riley more as a character if she came off real aloof and cool and like tough and self-reliant. But then like there are times where it's just like, oh, I absolutely like scatterbrain type of mindset where like.
You're looking for a deeper facet to the character.
I feel like all the characters just have they have this one little piece missing that would make them really stand out.
Like a multifaceted person, like a more realistic character.
Oh yeah. I feel like Kai is the closest
to having multiple facets.
To being a full character.
Fair. Woof.
Boof.
Boof.
Boofingtons. Boof.
He sure does love kids. Such a good boy.
Loves to eat them too, I'm sure.
We both went to the same place. Just brutal mauling of this child.
Special ops for dogs and humans.
Wait, hold on.
The Shiba Inu. And their suction cup ass.
Oh my god, you and the suction cup butts. Well, fuck my cheeks. Which ones?
¿Por qué no los dos?
Oh man, what an answer.
Roast you like a spit roast.
Jesus. So you're talking comebacks. Fuck.
Rock isn't a pet. He's our squad mate. Has his own rank and everything.
It just happens to have K9 in front of it.
Way.
Yeah, bomb detecting dog.
Incendiary pigs.
Aaron thinks he used to be a rescue dog trained up in the northern mountains.
Oof.
People who don't know about incendiary pigs, you gotta look that up yourself. I ain't talking about it. I ain't bringing that up. I did in the first game.
Yeah, I know you did. I was there.
Helping out with rescue missions. Wasn't long before he became our first official canine unit.
Wow, you're a good boy, Rex.
That was one too many goods for me.
It's fine.
It's fine.
Your hair looks weird, miss.
Mommy, can I pet him?
It's the pigtails.
It is.
Are you okay?
Did she trip or did someone grab
She's
her?
all right. Come on, honey,
I think she
don't
tripped.
cry. Can you stand up?
I'm willing to bet. Yep. I'm willing to bet you that
Yeah,
was
I guess
what
she did.
I'm sorry. My daughter didn't mean to bother you.
You look so terrified. Shit.
It's no trouble at all.
The image I get of Riley, like, helping her up, and she runs back, and she's got a mortar in her pocket. And Riley's like, watch this, and she pulls a pin, and the little girl just goes.
That got dark real quickly.
Yeah, it did.
That was some Helsing level of
We're
dark.
having really weird tonal shifts this episode.
Mom, you said I shouldn't talk to the Federation.
You said they eat people.
That's not what I said no talking to strangers.
But you said they eat people.
I got the grumblies that only hands can satisfy. Whitey's gotta pay.
Llamas with hats. Kings of kings. That Valkyria statue not getting play is so upsetting. Not so.
I'm sure there'll be a cutscene devoted to the
Valkyria and stuff.
Yeah.
We'll have to see.
The Federation may have taken the town peacefully, but to them, we're still foreign invaders. I knew that coming in, but
It's rough.
What was that sound?
The answer is that was either a dog they got to come in and they recorded it at range where the mic wasn't right next to his face, or a guy going in the recording booth.
That's what it sounded like. Arr. I don't know. I have an ear for those kinds of effects.
come on, Rags. Let's go, boy.
But man, that was jarring.
That was really odd sounding.
Hold up, Claude. Do you think this shop has those parts Miles wanted?
Are we gonna get new tank parts?
He's got the. I want
I
them
think
to
we're gonna
go
get new
in.
tank parts.
Maybe I want them to go in, and it's got like the Moonlight Greatsword or something from Dark Souls, just cause.
Just
Really random
no.
shit.
It has the Havel Club. They just drop it on Imperial soldiers and they squish like
They have the Dragon Bone
balloons.
Smasher.
Oh, I hope you guys signed up for some cutscenes, because that's what we're getting.
You get an episode like this from time to time, and then we have to remember not to talk over shit, and then we forget and start talking over shit.
This must be the shop Mom
Yeah,
was
Mr.
talking
Bunny
about.
Girl
Leave me
Senpai.
alone. It's not him. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
Oh, wow. It's all made in the Empire. Craftsmanship is unbelievable.
Just like licking it.
Come on in. Oh, pardon me. Welcome, sir and madam. I must say, you have quite the discerning eye. We don't get high-quality goods like this too often, especially this far west.
How'd you get your hands on Imperial tech? Black market?
Sir?
More or less. Let's call them unofficial channels. The parts themselves are legitimate, of course. The Empire was in such a hurry to retreat, they left all sorts of cargo lying around.
So I'm assuming they just fell off a truck.
I guess. Air quotes fell off a truck, yeah. I have a thought on this when the cutscene's done. I'm gonna put a tag in that.
Selling it out in the open?
Oh, I'm just skimming a little off the top. This junk's a drop in the Imperial bucket.
Well, one army's trash is another's treasure. I'll swing back later with my driver.
And I'll be here when you're ready to buy.
Thanks. See ya.
Oh, wait! Your squad isn't heading north, is it?
Probably?
Most likely, yes.
Then you should watch out for the Winter Witch. It's an old legend around these parts. Come wintertime, the north grows so cold that everything ices over. Everything! Horses can't move, guns won't fire.
This is that thing I was literally just asking
Frozen in time
about.
by the Winter Witch's curse.
We were both just going, man, I hope there's some Valkyria shit because we haven't gotten any yet.
So what? It's a big blizzard?
I love that delivery. That was so good. Sorry, go ahead.
It's fine. This war will be over before the first frost. Besides, it's just another fairy tale.
All stories have a kernel of truth. The Imperial Army's no stranger to the blizzards of the north. And they'd sooner fight the entire Federation than be caught in the Winter Witch's claws.
Building this Winter Witch up quite a bit.
Is this like the invasion on Russia?
That's a really good
Keep that in
reference.
mind.
So yes.
Thanks for the
Just
heads up.
asking.
What was it? Burn as you go. Scorched
I
Earth.
just like you two. Seeing a happy couple in wartime reminds me of when I was young and in love.
Hold on. It's not like we're dating or anything.
A little jig going on.
No need to be shy. It's not like it's against the rules.
Well, technically, it sort of is, actually.
War makes you forget about what's really important. With death all around, it's easy to forget how to live. Peace and love. That's what this world
Love
needs.
and
Settle down.
peace.
Make a family.
Oh.
Grow old together.
I told you it's not like that!
All right.
Claude has no
Whatever you
input. I'd really like it if
Oh,
Claude is like,
this isn't
okay,
awkward.
there we go.
Hope you lovebirds live happily ever after.
I really, really was hoping that Claude'd be like, what are you guys talking about? It's like looking around, like
Don't worry
real,
about
like,
it.
really dense. Like, what do you mean?
So you had a look right before they mentioned the Winter Witch.
Okay.
Lay it on me.
So, are you familiar with Metal Gear Solid 4? That's a trick question.
A poll. Okay.
Yeah, I'm assuming the answer is no.
No.
Okay, so in Metal Gear Solid 4, there's a guy that you meet called Drebin, and he's a black market weapons dealer. So across MGS4, you can pick up enemy guns, change them out for your own, and change them out with your own if you have to. No,
Okay.
I'm sorry. Well, yeah, I forget the specifics. It's been a while, but Drebin was a cool customer character. He was literally a black market dealer who would literally give you guns whenever you needed them. And he was a
Okay.
character who would literally follow Snake through the story mode and tell you things about, like, special lore or about characters that you were encountering and stuff like that. He was a really interesting character.
Okay.
And that guy said that that Claude very awkwardly asked, like, oh, is this stuff is black market? And I was like, why would you ask that out loud in the middle of the daylight to a completely random gentleman that you don't know? Because black market stuff's usually a little bit more back alley than that.
Okay.
How much more, aside from it just being a random dude on the street, how much more interesting would it have been if they go into the store and it's like a smoky, low-lit room, and the guy's got a real cool design, nothing over the top and ridiculous, but like you can tell that this dude's supposed to be important in terms of character design,
Okay.
and he's like, this is a temporary store, or I'm gonna be making my way across the front collecting rare equipment. Do you guys want to buy from me? I'll tag along behind the battles and pick up the cool shit and bring it to you, and you can buy it. And it would be something else for us to spend our cash on.
Kind of like a Grey Rat.
Yeah,
From
yes,
Dark
exactly.
Souls, from Dark Souls 3. That would be a really clever mechanic.
I was really hoping that's where it was gonna go, where like we have the menu where it's like, yeah, buy your generic stuff off the menu here, but it's like, but if you go out and do those skirmishes, you earn that extra cash, you can go out and get some really crazy
you can
shit.
get the good shit.
Yeah, that's what I was hoping for mechanically.
That would be really. That would be a very smart mechanic, but I also
Which is
think
why
that
they
is
didn't
one
do
that
it.
would. Well, I also think that is one that like would force people to do skirmishes, and that would hardlock certain aspects of.
Well, it's
of
an
the
it's an
game.
incentive to do more, basically.
Sure, like absolutely. I don't disagree. I just think some people may not want to do this.
Yeah, well then you don't have to go to the black market and buy stuff. The way that I look at it, it's the same mindset that you have talking to, what was the guy's name? The slug guy from Pyre. You don't have to buy gear from him.
You don't.
I don't know who bought out the entire bakery, but I will find them, and I will kill them.
All right then.
Passionate about bread. We knew this already.
Over there! It's the food bandits!
What the fuck is this chapter about?
Them. They're from Squad F.
Oh my god, it's
FX, they're
Minerva's girl.
Special FX.
FX, yeah. Has the movies.
Damn it! Give me back my man!
Oh my god. Raz.
Hand over that bread now!
Oh my god.
And Kai. They're both passionate about their food groups.
What are you doing? We're on your side!
Oh my god, what the fuck?
They started a brawl over. You know, wars have been started over less.
Yeah. I mean, all I did was assassinate arch-friend Duke Ferdinand. I almost flubbed the name so bad. I still probably got it wrong.
You stumble over that really hard.
It's
but
not
damn.
an easy name.
Don't let them take a single slice of Lieutenant Victor's bacon!
Oh my god, this is both the
Are you
best and the
idiots thinking
worst.
Stacking the bread that high, it's going to get squished.
Hey! Get your paws off my ham! And my jerky!
Enough!
Hey, it's
Cease this
Minerva.
at once.
Your collar's really big,
Crystal.
girl.
Did you order this mountain of food?
Well, yes, ma'am.
Oh, she's got that look. That cloud of brawling, the only thing it was missing was someone's head and fists popping out.
Yeah, that would have been some grade A cartoon that I would have been all over.
Oh.
I would have been on that like
A little
rice.
a little anime Raz face popping out like with a punched face would have been the best.
They come out of the scuffle with like huge, comically large band-aids and whatnot.
They've got the big anime lumps on their heads.
Jackholes bought everything out in the first place.
All of it was purchased out of my own pocket. Is it a crime to support local businesses?
It is when other people go hungry because of it. Where's that covered in your code of chivalry?
Wait, are you implying that she bought all the food from the entire town and that the town's gonna starve? Or are you implying that...
Not only that, it may stir up anti-Federation
Yeah,
sentiments from
I
the
think that's
townspeople.
straight up what she
I
did.
have to report this
She's
to
trying to
HQ.
salt the earth.
Oh my god, I don't think she's doing it deliberately, but I think you're right.
Now see here!
Oh, she's gonna get demoted and that's why she ends up in her squad, like in that one
It's
mission.
True. A knight must show compassion.
If you do the demo
I'll allow
mission, she's in your squad. And I'm like, why?
For why?
That's what I want to know.
We're both proud warriors, you and I. Let's settle
This is
in
the
a
mission I
mock
saw
duel.
in that demo.
On the off chance that you win, we'll share our food. Assuming that could happen in 1,000 years.
And if we win,
Get tracked.
to the victor belong the spoils. Minerva, these brutes aren't worthy of your mercy.
Aren't worthy,
Of your mercy, milady.
They took my bread.
milady.
Tips the help me, monocle.
I'm taking
No.
it back.
The fedora.
She does. She was wearing a fedora.
She does now.
Materializes.
With her Cheeto fingers.
Jesus.
Fine.
Or is it
We play along
Dorito
with
finger
Minerva's
with her
theme.
Dorito hand?
She's got. It's like
Squad E, suit up.
It's like of mice and men. She's got the one
Hell
hand
yeah.
that's it got the
I'll
glove
show
full
how
of
far a
full of
man will go
Dorito
for
dust,
me.
so that it's always. Boy, that's a stupid reference I'm making. Holy shit! Let's continue. Fuck. Oh, how you doing out there, people on the internet? Because holy shit, this has been an episode.
We're gonna have to get to the
Oh,
this
man.
and we're gonna have to get to the follow through in the next episode. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, follow us on Facebook, Twitter, so on and so forth, Instagram and Twitch. If you haven't rang the notification bell, give it a ring.
Just do it.
I promise, we won't answer the door immediately.
Okay, it
knock
took
knock.
me.
Who's there?
Okay, there we go. I was like, what?
A sink. Well, why is a sink there? Well, let that sink in.
Let that sink in. Oh man, I feel sick. All right. All right.
Tune
tell
in
you-
later for the next episode of
Oh,
Valkyria
God.
4.